What's up, guys? Welcome to the Hard Carry, where we're carrying CDL matches from Twitch straight to you. We're here with winners, semifinals, Surge, Faze. Let's check out the intros.
For honestly one of my favorite matchups that we've got in the CDL today, Atlanta Faze taking on the Seattle Surge. Last time that we were in a Major 3 event, these teams were squaring up in the finals, and right now they're looking to get to the winners finals. This match guaranteeing top 3, but we've got to introduce our roster. Starting things off, it is the Atlanta Faze. Celium, Sif, Abizi, and Slasher, Atlanta Faze.
I mean, just dripping with confidence. Slasher has some words for the opposition when he gets these wins. This is a team that won Major 2, and they're breaking records for Search and Destroy. They got to go up against Seattle. Let's bring them out.
Yes, indeed, Nameless. Like we said, this has been a legendary rivalry since its inception that occurred last season. Trying to drown out the Atlanta Faze. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for Seattle Surge! Civ, Accuracy, Mac, and Fred, Seattle Surge.
Since this roster has been formed, they have turned around the Seattle franchise and also been one of the only teams to continuously push Atlanta Faze to their limit. They're here to defend their Major 3 championship from last year, and they're looking good doing it. It's time to get this match started, Lando.
It is indeed, Allie. It is going to be a blast. It just feels like every time these teams match up, it is always a banger. Miles and Chance, take it away, guys.
Thank you very much, team. Yeah, it's going to be a banger indeed. We're excited.
Miles and Chance.
These two squads have always put on a good show for us, and hopefully, no doubt, today will be the same. Find out how this one goes down. Playing for top 3, sure to be spicy indeed. Woo!
I mean, again, it's going to be a fun, heavy-hitting matchup as well, because these guys love to play each other. It's sort of like a situation where, like, steel sharpens steel. They make each other better, and there's, like, so much on the line as well. Not just for winners. These guys squared up all the way back at Major 1 repeatedly, and have traded blows. And for the fact that Faze is 15-1 on land in Search and Destroy, the only team to give them that loss is Seattle. And I know Seattle are very hungry to break the S&D spree they're currently on.
The only team to defeat them on land. We'll see if they can do it again. Seattle Surge, will they have the number of Atlanta Faze in that Search and Destroy? A lot of talk, a lot of chatter going into this one. He's not a Peaky Blinder, but that is Sam Phoenix on stage there, well dressed indeed. What is it with the coaches coming out dressed to the nines for these winners bracket matchups?
I mean, look, Crowder's been on point every single time. The man drips just like crazy, so I suppose even Seattle are trying to match it blow for blow against this team.
Everyone looking fantastic. Hard point though, that's going to be the first mode we play today, and this is how things have looked so far in the stage. Two players we're going to be watching go toe-to-toe, Celium and Sib. Both of them, fantastic numbers chance.
And I mean, you know, Celium is like a guarantee at this point, right? So I feel like Sib's the guy that has to step up just a little bit, because I know in the head-to-head, Fred has been doing it all for the team, but that supporting cast, especially accuracy, struggles just a little bit. So if Sib can be there to help with the AR gunfight, set his boys up for success, I know this embassy, it is the 3rd time these two teams have gone after it. And Atlanta Faze, they currently do have that 2-1 edge.
We cannot stress it enough. This is a heavyweight matchup, ladies and gents.
See
We're
the
going to start
maps and
proceedings
modes
here on
this
Embassy.
time, so
it's time to rock and roll into this
looks
winners
like we're
bracket
starting at
matchup.
Embassy.
Playing for top 3. First and foremost, though, them records ain't bad.
A devastating record as well, but I'd say one of the most important things, that rotation rank for Seattle. I know it looks so much better compared to Atlanta Faze, but quite a few hills on the head-to-head. Atlanta Faze, they're a break team. They'll give you the roto. They'll break you down.
What we're saying there is Seattle Surge most likely to get there first. Atlanta Faze, they'll take it right back. Let's see if that's how the game plays out. In we go to the map. So far, no one really to dive into that point too convincingly yet. Seattle with the hard point. Celium with the power position. Here he goes. Eyes on the point. Toe-to-toe with accuracy. Loses the fight, but for now, that's fine. Eyes on P2 as well. Bottom right-hand corner of the minimap.
Honestly, comedy, right? Two teams that have played each other so many times, they know the opening break, and they almost play it like a round of Surge, waiting for the gunfights to continue. But as soon as something starts to pop off, Atlanta Faze snap, and again, trying to stay nice and controlled. Simp 3-1 just to open things up. Wants to focus on that P2 side of the map, but it's a P1. Not a lot of time to be got on this hill. All about the rotation, and Slasher 3-0 heads up gameplay already.
Yeah, if that was the search at the start, this is certainly the destroy. Slasher doing it all in his own. 66 so far in the score. Very low scoring hard points to begin things here. B2 2's up. That's the parking lot, low right-hand side. Swarming currently with Seattle Surge players. Here comes Simp and Cell though. Big kills, cleans them up, and that's the break.
Oh, that is such a lucky sort of break as well on the truck exploding, killing the first one, and then Simp gets sent in for the kill as the chaos ensues. But that's the situation. Surge, fantastic at rotating. Atlanta Faze, not a care in the world. Take it right back.
There you go. The stats don't lie. Back now on the counterattack. No hope in hell against Celium in a spot like that as he will slither his way through the backside of that truck into a 5 spree now. One more, and he gets a cruise missile. No, not going to get it. Abizi will, though.
It just doesn't even matter, though, for Celium, right? You get that man in the right position, and he is just going to live there all day. Still in his spot, and he's got the teammates there for the trade, and he is happy to play nice and slow, collect that little bit of scrap time. But over towards the rotation, the AC hill is where Atlanta Faze has put Seattle down, and Fred might get the errant kill, but he's on the wrong side of the map. All this pressure towards AC. Sim trying to deliver, but it's still the 50-50 fights.
50-50 fights, and now the odds are certainly in favor of Atlanta Faze. That's going to be the hard point in their hands. This is an important one. We call this AC. Atop of this side building here, servers in-game. Abizi prowling the halls. Pred cuts him down. Pressure from the outside now. It's a high ground battle. As Pred will be the pinch. Here it goes. The trades are finished, and it's all Celium left alive in the point. Here comes Sib on the outside. Will he be able to poke him out? He does. Hard point breaks Seattle.
And what a big battle as well for the Sim versus Cell. You think Cell's going to live in that spot all day, but as soon as Seattle stabilized just a little bit, this is the hill that has caused them problems, but now they're here to deliver. Mac 30 seconds in advance is thinking about that rotation, but Atlanta Faze, they don't want to give up the scrap. Celium's going to fall, but they're still sending bodies over towards AC.
It's a difficult thing to do. You have to balance yourself between the old hard point and the new one, and Faze, they've opted to try to do the best they can on both. Sim loses the fight to Sib. That's a nice 3 spree from Sib here. Wonderful time now starting to get picked up by Seattle Surge. It's going to be a tight game as we now get inside the embassy.
And this pace has just been slowed down to a halt, right? Seattle nice and comfortable inside the point. Mac gets the calm, and well, might have thought where the pressure was going to come through, but Atlanta Faze, nice little break. They had extra men there for the job, but accuracy already swinging around, applying that pressure on the left side, waiting for his teammates to pinch.
Lead change once again. It's a classic Atlanta Faze break. Accuracy through the back line now, a little slow. Abizi, whoa, gun! Because we're now going to find a way onto the point now as it is Seattle Surge back in the driver's seat. Look to see that lead change once again. Here comes the counterattack from Faze.
Yeah, that is just so calm and so clean on that approach to break the hill. And now inside, one direction to look. It's down the halls, the double chow coming through. And Mac gets a couple extra tags, but it looks like a BZ tear number 1 there for the feed. And Pred, the man that is there to match him. Just a nice little back and forth battle we had here on this last hill. And now it's just about the rotation game. It has been neck and neck between these two teams. It's just a back and forth game towards them.
So little separating both of them. Now to the kitchen, a very spicy hard point indeed here on Embassy. Close range engagements. Look for those submachine gun Vaznevs to start screaming. The man on the moment, though, accuracy, trying to creep his way forward. I think he's gone undetected. That trophy, though, that seals it. And Simp's going to ring him down. That's a good bit of hold now. Here comes Seattle, though. The side pitch through Cafe. They're on there for a few moments. Can Mac get any more kills? No, Cell slash right back at it. Celium on the rebreak. And again, it is non-stop. Back and forth between both teams.
Yeah, Pred gets shut down as well as Cell's the man that gets inside the point. Little bit scattered of a push there for Seattle in Atlanta Faze. Taking full advantage, collecting the time, and playing a very tight setup around the hill as well. Kills getting hand-delivered. It's all about the trades for the battle, and I think Cell worried about the pressure. Nice pinch from Seattle, and a nice 3-piece from Pred. Seattle taking that hill right back.
Pred starting to get things going. Of course, it's first
Whoa,
250
I was muted still.
here at
Pred
hard point, so
slapping.
this game feels like it's taking a long time. Simp though, 12 and 10.
Almost a tie game, though. Pretty much tied.
Boys can't get that one, but Pred, he's there to help out. Accuracy stays alive. A couple of seconds go to Surge, and chance by the end of the game, those little seconds, those moments, that could be the difference maker.
I mean, yeah, with a 7-point game like this that we have, every little inch is going to turn into everything for the team. Now it's the battle for the power position. Slasher trying to get up top. You see Sid there on the other side, and Sid shuts down both the tears as well to keep that top bathroom control. Now the question is, can your teammates actually get inside the point? Mac goes and finds his home.
Such a close hard point. Back over now towards the middle of the map. We find ourselves in the second set. A hard point, Celium. Somehow pulling that one out of nowhere. Final 30 here on P1, and this is already a much stronger look from Faze, starting to heat up.
And you got Sully playing the most annoying role on the map. His job is to live and just keep these players outside of the hill. He is happy to keep it distance and let the Terrors try to run the show on the rotation. But it was sort of the theme we had going into it. We're expecting Seattle to get to these hills first. They will be at P2 as this hill pops. The question is, can they stave off the pressure and hold Faze back?
Trying to hold them down for now, but rotation's complete. Again, still such an unbelievably close game. This is what Great COD looks like. And now over towards P2. It's just popped up. Slasher. First man here from Faze, trying to cover the boys on their approach. Abizi stunned. And everyone there from Seattle. Guns are up, locking it down. Can Civ stop the bleeding? That trade, though, will help out Cell. He's there in the back line to try to make something happen. Here we go. Faze through the front. Slow and steady on the approach. Accuracy. He wins a big one. It's 2 for Lamar. He's going to keep the point in hand until Abizi dives in. And again, back and forth we go. Faze get the break.
I mean, just so annoying. You do everything right, but it's the final player in the mix to pick up the 3. And again, Atlanta Faze there on the brakes. Always annoying to deal with. And honestly, for Seattle, too much time to give up. You got to fight for this final 30, but you are fighting into Abizi, and he's got the help as well. Finally, though, the last man standing, just trying to milk every last second before he falls. And as he does, turn your attention over towards New. And again, Seattle, they'll get there first. The question is, how long can they hold on for?
Now, the life expectancy of these players, once they fire their gun, is about 3 seconds. The trades are so fast between both of these teams. AC Hill up. This time round, we're going to see Seattle in there first and foremost. Can Faze get the break? Fred and Civ downstairs now. Guns will be up from Civ. No one coming in from the top side. We're going to see Faze have to hit from down low. Perfect time to go for a quick listen in. Seattle surge.
Hold on.
You could be gas, PD. He's on stair.
One shot.
Stair block.
Can't flank gas, guys. Gas is
Okay,
on.
gas. Tree block, Salim. I'm on bullet.
I'm holding
gas.
Tree block. Dead.
Nice.
Top cat, absolute. Oh, office is not cat. Top cat's absolute. Close up and he's weak. He's one shot.
Where's I'm flanking that kid.
Top PD dead.
Nice.
Alright, I'm pushing his time, bro.
I
hit H2.
I'm top PD right now.
Bottom orange.
Where'd he go?
He went stair door.
Lamar, I don't see anything in the back. I'm running along the wall.
Go orange.
Okay.
Top one shot.
I'm top PD. I'm
And
nading
deep
back.
back of me, deep back dead.
Nice.
There's 2 ult. One more ult, weak.
I'm gonna fly it.
He's stunned him here.
I need him AC, watch out.
Oh, dead.
Nice.
I got top.
Last guy, Salim.
Go.
Stairs.
Oh, what the fuck? In the stairs.
Where'd he go?
He's stairs, Salim.
I'm rapid hallways. Front PD, one shot.
He's so stair door.
Nice.
One
Front PD.
shot stair door. Absolute stair door. He's absolute.
Front PD's beating
He's
halls.
so stair door.
He naded me, bro. Oh my god. Sado naded me. Top PD,
In the back there.
Chair side time.
Top PD.
Top PD.
Top PD jumped down. Front PD's in a reflex stair door.
Oh, wait, chairs.
He's in a reflex bathroom or
I'm
stair door.
chilling chairs.
I can't see.
He's so stair door. One stair door.
Left side chairs.
One
Name
side
time.
time. Left side time. He's left side time and right side time.
Going back. He's left side chairs.
South chairs. Behind the
Circle desk.
He's on right side.
One block.
Chairs. He's
Watch
in
out. Hit backdoor simp, okay?
We need to get a wave. I'm holding off.
Yep.
I'm in this.
Nice. Simp
I
hit
can
flank
hit
you
H2,
too.
okay?
In the back. One shot.
It's outstanding communication chunk from one side of the stage, and now slightly developing Atlanta Faze. Now it's time to hear how they sound with a listen in.
Orange set.
Nice shit. I spawned orange. They're gonna be going through mid. I'm seeing mid. He's always nice. Missing one.
I'm in the back and new in the corner.
I'm holding orange, okay?
Yeah, great. Okay, I'll be two, because I'll be two.
Yeah.
Try to get to new.
I'm gonna be two. I'll be two, okay?
Hey, laying down mid alley, one shot.
Mid alley, nice.
I will be two. That was funny.
I'm trying to come towards time.
Yo, one's P2 on MC.
I am.
MC should get killed. I'm behind him.
They're
orange. In the back side.
Sign.
In time
I'll take some. I'm on the side.
Signed up.
Nice. Alright,
Oh,
how
my
much
back alley, max. Still,
There's
chime it out.
I'm trying time.
Wait, chime me.
One more time.
I'm taking Chris. I'm trying.
Close right.
Nice.
Might be close right.
They're gonna be mid alley. One's in laundry, one shot. In laundry, one shot.
I spawn your holes. I'm trying to get your mid.
Laundry still. Hold back the press, please.
Laundry.
I have your back to MC.
Laundry weak.
I'm trying to enter.
Laundry in mid.
Heard you.
Mid. Laundry stuck. Laundry dead.
Back gas, Lamar. Stay alive from back door.
Look back. I have your mid.
Yeah, just stay down. One more. Back door, Lamar. I have your help.
Nice.
Mid alley, dead. One more mid alley.
This is a really good time. I'm naded. Mid alley.
dead.
One orange. They're gonna spawn orange.
I have your orange.
I have time.
He's on trees, stuck.
Trees dead.
Nice, you done.
20 sign, one side. I'm staying alive.
This is a really good time.
I'm gonna play
Bathroom.
He's gonna stop.
Starting with Streak's final 20 seconds for the win here for Faze, and they've just started to pull away. Chance seemingly nowhere to catch up.
I mean, the comms are so clean and composed that it makes the trades inside the hill so easy. No chaos, no confusion. Faze know exactly where to look time and time again. And now you go to a P1 where they only need 12 seconds. Atlanta Faze might have this one in the bank.
Can definitely get it done here in P1. You're going to have to see Seattle hold onto this with tooth and nail. Here they go. Time now ticking. Looking out for Faze. Just keep eyes on mid. Don't let anyone get close for now, as the final few moments are here. There we go. Final 10. Massive pressure now from Surge. They got to hit the go button, and they got to go now. There's 35 seconds on this one, and for Faze, it's throw bodies. It's get in there and just find that time, and that's exactly what they're doing. Here comes accuracy, though. Trade it out immediately. Slash are soaking the time. Final 5 for the win. Surge are nowhere to be found, unless Matt can get it. He gets one, but there's more. Where that came from. Atlanta Faze. Squeaky clean start to the series as they take Embassy.
Comfortable, clean, and easy. No two ways about it. Honestly, both these squads, if you were to go to the listen-in and compare it to the online stages, indistinguishable. It sounds the exact same. These guys are comfortable on the main stage, and obviously Faze a little bit more so. Wheeling and dealing, outslayed massively. Selling him with the most comfortable game you could possibly ask him to have. It had 28 non-traded, 30 bomb in the lobby, and a minute and a half inside the hill. That's a complete cakewalk towards the end. Even Simp was able to turn into the super soaker. And if you have Simp, a guy like that, that's the one collecting the hill time, things are easy for Atlanta Faze.
It's safe to say, I mean, arguably, this is the weakest point in Faze's game is hardpoint. That's the one that, other teams seem to take off them. We come to locals, we come here to land at the major, and they're handing out a big dish like that on Seattle Surge. Highlights now from Embassy to start this one off. Things get real bad from here on out, though, mate, because we're going to play Search after this.
This is going to be potentially brutal. Atlanta Faze do look like they've hit their stride, and I know Hardpoint's sort of their weakest mode, but even Slasher has commented on the difference between online and LAN. And if your comms are sounding like that, that is as efficient as you could ask the gameplay to be. In ordinary for Seattle, it's guys like Pred that pop off and massively outslayed, but they just got contained. There's no craziness. Anytime there was like a nice rotation coming in from Seattle, Faze were very on point, taking their time to break it down. And I'd say it was a very much direct back and forth battle up until this hill. And then the lead started to get a little too far out of control. And then Seattle have to play more panic, have to start flooding in. And again, just comfortable from Atlanta Faze. The comms, it was genuinely, it's just easy.
It sounds so easy, it sounds great, but it is not easy to do. That's what makes Faze so strong. Surge not out of this just yet, though. We'll see how they fare in the Surge.
And even from like the opposite side from Seattle, we're hearing their comms were also on point, but the moment they're calling out, hey, like your gas side is open, Sid's turning completely on point, but Faze are just a little bit too fast. Calling out a player in the stairwell, Celium's too quick on the chow, and you just hear the frustration of how difficult it is to play Atlanta when they are on point like that. Again, Celium, the standout in the kills department, you get the man in good spots. He'll have KDs like that time and time again. Just a comfy game.
Everyone there on Faze having a great time. I mean, that's a frightening prospect chance for everyone here in the tournament. Seeing Faze play like that. They're one of the front runners for a reason. Front runner in the league, and now they're looking at that back-to-back. They've got to get through Surge, and they've got to get through the winner of Breach, and of course Toronto later on in the bracket today. But for now, we look to Hotel, Search and Destroy.
And as far as Search and Destroy goes, this is probably the map you're looking at for Atlanta Faze. If you're another team and be like, I want to play them here, you're not excited about it. Still Atlanta Faze and Search and Destroy, but it seems like your best opportunity. They only have a 4-3 record. All three of those losses, though, were online. When it comes to LAN, they have been absolutely perfect, and I know Atlanta Faze, they're on the massive spree. They've got one of the best S&D players in the world as their coach, and they already have the record. They're just trying to run it up, but if there was a map to look at for Seattle to try and take them down, it would be on Hotel.
This was such... I had conversations with a lot of the guys from Seattle Search, a lot of the coaching staff, and of course Revan, we saw him on the desk. They are incredibly confident that this is the map, this is the time to break that record that Faze have set. I wonder though, man, I mean, right now it's one thing to be super excited about it and to have the game plan there, but you have to execute now against 4 of the finest to ever do it. Can they get it done? Historic moment for them today, a historic weekend of Call of Duty already. Let's see if we get another moment to the book.
And make no mistake for Seattle, they played well in map 1. The teamwork was on point, just got broken down towards the end, so no moment for this team to try to slow down or get in your head. You need to strike back instantly on Hotel. And I know Pred is always a standout player, but I think Map would be the guy that I'm paying attention to. One, for the OBJ work. Man loves to plant bombs, and he was also the guy that was popping off on this exact map to break that, curse they had in Search and Destroy. But obviously a 13-game win streak, it is impossible not to talk about it.
Yeah, it's impossible. It really, really is. Well, here we go into Greenberg Hotel map number 2. Faze looking to take the lead 2-0 in the series. They need to win 6 Search and Destroy rounds to do so. Seattle Surge, what have you got? Let's get into it.
Well, and you know, if there's a first blood battle to be had, Abizi's going to be in the mix. Him versus Fred might be the square up all day long, and that's who the stun connects with. You already know he's not going to waste too much time, get set up and ready to go, but it is a spread across the board for both of these teams. But Fred being very aggressive. Question is, who's going to pounce first?
Way aggressive. In this venue, you can hear a pin drop. You could hear a mouse let one rip. And Fred, he knows it. Waiting for anything to come his way, and it's Abizi. First blood.
Every time, man, it is so perfect, but Mac is there for the trades. Has the bomb in hand as well, and you take care of Simp, and I think you're doing the right thing in trying to rotate, except for the fact that Slasher has it locked down. Pick your poison. You want to deal with Cell, or do you want to deal with Slasher, one of the best of all time? Looks like you're trying to go to B, but in a 2v3, not going to be simple.
And again, Atlanta Faze have read the, maybe they're going towards A push, but no one's going to be home. Abizi will be the lone man to push forward. He will be that force recon, trying to find out what's going on in on that B bomb site. What can he hear? What can he see? Because no dead silence just yet. He does have access to it, but as soon as that bomb gets planted, Slasher's going to be there with a nade. Oh, this is going to sting. No, Trophy's there to save him. The play is now on though, Sib. Guns are up. There's the fight. Trying to take care of the trophy system. Here comes Faze. Abizi through the side door. They've got the bomb down. They've abandoned the site for now. Is that going to pay off Mac? No, he doesn't look the right way. He's not looking. And the gunfights are there. Sib gets brought down as well. Faze with a round.
I mean, like clockwork, clean and easy. Slasher right back to the one side. Abizi going back and forth between the bomb and middle of the map. Happy to give up the bomb plant and make sure Celium gets in the mix for the 3v2 retake. Literally, as clean as that could possibly get. Abizi gets sent in for the kill. It's literally, everything was just done perfectly.
It's 3-0 from Abizi on that first round. It's a tough one for Mac again. He's watching the players in the flank, but sadly, Faze were all outdoors. They were touching grass outside Greenberg. Now, though, round 2, we'll see what they've got on offense.
And that headset on Celium putting in overtime to try to keep that hair and big brain down. But got to watch out for Abizi. 3-0 start, already halfway to streaks, already fiending for that next first blood. Got to find a way to contain him.
If he gets it in this round, we need to find a way to really accurately display and describe how very hard it is to get the first kill in a search and destroy round at this level.
Good job, Sim! There you go. Laser beam him on the way down.
Great shots there on the cross. Perfect read. Take care of Tyler Farris here in the round. He looks a lot happier at Seattle Surge. What can they do now, though? There's plenty more Faze players to deal with.
Yeah, I was going to say, keep in mind the second part of the dynamic is the 3v4 clutch potential for Atlanta Faze is still completely absurd. So no time to stop. Can't let up the gas. Got to make a play. Sid's going to pop Deddy. Waiting for the Chow, but he's getting pushed back and might be enough damage done to allow Sim to try to get this bomb down.
Mac, he can't stop the bomb plant from here. He might be able to kill Sim as he tries to leave the site. Yeah, he managed to get across though. Here comes Fred, looking to get into the fray. Tags are in, Celium brought down. Oh no, it's all down to Slasher, and he's not in a great spot. There we go. Seattle Surge, an immaculate round on defense.
That is a beautiful retake as well. Things feel dangerous once Sim crosses the bedroom, but he loses the 1v1 gunny. That is insane shots from Fred to kill Celium in that spot. He is like fighting a pixel, like every half frame is all that Celium's popping up for. So great retakes, great game plan there. Tied up the score, shut down the streaks. Everything is going right.
This is a great start. You can see those dead silences for both teams. That's going to be both Abizi and Slasher, Accuracy and Mac. They're going to be locked and loaded for the next round. So expect a lot of movement from both teams here on Greenberg. Dead silence, one of the field upgrades here in MW2, essential to make plays in search.
Now for Seattle, see what they're going to do on this next attacking round. They played the 2-2 split early on, playing for picks against Atlanta Faze. They give that a shot, see if they stick to the same thing, but obviously they have a lot of tools at their disposal. Sid can pull out the snipe. These guys happy to be aggressive over towards A as well. It looks like the same strat from round 1, playing for picks.
All right.
All the precision of a square right now from Atlanta Faze. Feels like we've seen this one before, but Sib, nice reads. Good shots. The second. Wow. Great work out, Sib.
Yeah, ridiculous spot as well, but they'll eventually get to praise it. They'll read accuracy as well. Still in the pinch, but Sim's got the coverage now. Sim for the 1v1. Going against Mac, and you already know if you're Sim, Mac has the bomb. Question is, where does it go?
Both players roaming silently now across the hotel, and it's going to be a square up 1v1. Mac with the bomb though, and I think this may work out for him. Creak the door slowly, you smash it open, you get heard, there's the player on the cross, the tags are in. It's a 1v1, it's a fight. And Mac is banged up.
And Sim might have got baited. He knows he crossed the bedroom, but Mac might have made the quick call to get this bomb out over towards B. So everything's effectively just got reset again. Simp is guessed wrong. And now the tide's turn. Advantage in this round goes to Mac.
Bomb planted. Advantage, Seattle Surge. The Sim's got to make the play over towards the kitchen side. He has to deal with Mac and get the defuse, and he has 35 seconds to do it.
Running out of time and trying to clear things out. And then maybe another thing on Sim's mind is he knows he got shot at by a Vaznev, so he's expecting the gunfight to be up close. Not going to be the case.
Check every single possible corner now. Just wait for the noise cues, wait for anything. He's going to see, there's nobody home. What does that mean? He means he's outside. 20 seconds now, and Mac, he's trying to make something happen here. And Sim, has he caught him out? Sim, check it, he checked! Oh,
damn!
What in the...
Wow.
Jesus, son! Oh, we were getting ready to start playing that Seattle song, but okie dokie. With 2.9 to spare.
It's going to be so. I can't make a play like that online at all. That is LAN only to be able to run around without the dead silence and to gun them like that.
Jesus.
Wonderful timing. Matt gets the first shot, but again, I think he had the wrong gun for the job. I think he might have had that tack out.
He did. He had the assault rifle out. If he had a submachine gun, that might have been an easier round. But look, it's so hard to read these plays. Brilliant round, Faze.
And I want to see what Faze actually do with his bomb, because they just dropped it on the floor last time. Well, they keep it in hand now. Easy actually quick with it. He got caught on the cross last time. Now he's getting baited like crazy. Gets taken down for the first blood.
That's an absolute melee over towards that bomb site. A is popping. And so far, though, it's all on Celium. Tactical retreat now back on up. Allow the boys to find their kills, and that's what they're doing.
And Sim's doing it from range, too. From downtown, he's able to pick one up and does get traded. But look at the nade. Sim does it all. Celium for the cleanup. Didn't even need a Beezy to get in the mix.
I mean, that was a great round from both teams, man. You got that excellent use of lethals there from Seattle Surge. Eliminate a Beezy, don't let the bomb get planted, but then the trades come through. Selling with the pullback there. Getting himself to safety, allowing Sim to hit the pinch. Magnificent stuff.
Yeah, plan A feels great. Everything's going sweet, and before you can think about what the second step is, you're just getting picked apart by Sim. Atlanta Faze pushing the pace. Only 5 minutes into these games, but as big as this map is, Atlanta Faze not wasting too much time.
Yeah, they're making Hotel feel kind of smaller right now. That's nuts. We're just over 5 minutes into this one. 3-1 is the score. Halfway mark for Atlanta Faze. Here we go. Nades up. We're going towards A on the defense. That bomb, though, is making its way towards B.
This is as aggressive as it gets as well. Slasher with the tag, jumping up the child out towards A. And if you've already stacked this on 4, you're going to have to fly through. You know where Sim's going to be. Difficult gunfight to win, and you see what they're going to do. Get out of dodge. The bomb is not there. Seattle, it is a wide open B site. And Sib right now trying to control that pace. He's getting left, potentially. I mean, there's like a corner fight on the bottom side. Everything else towards B.
We're going to smash the doors of kitchen wide open in a moment. The bomb has been planted. 40 seconds, it goes bang. And Seattle Surge, they get one more in the round. Can they hold it? Sib there, good work. Take care of one. Mac, here come the nerves. Oh dear, Selly manages to catch him through the wall. The back line now wide open. Accuracy, can he win the fight? Watch out for the nades. Here comes the pressure. Prez to help him out. Great work. It all comes down to Slasher. He finds one, and he somehow made it into the site, and now it's a 1v1.
And all he knows is that Sib was towards the middle of the map. After that, it is pure guesswork, and Sib has cleared the bomb. He's going to be behind him, though. Sib here, a mile away.
Nice from Sib.
And there
Good
you go.
play.
The sound coming through for him. No 1v3 for Slasher. And Sib is making high IQ plays in that round. The read he had to worry about that late flank that Sib was trying to set up, there to shut him down. Clutches up for his team towards the end. And Sib, by the way, 8-3 so far in this game, making the big plays to keep his team alive.
One of the problems with having such a great spree in Search and Destroy is that, you know, yeah, not only are you doing a good job and you're winning, but everyone has so much tape on you. They've got so much footage, and you can tell Seattle Surge, they've put the work in, and they're playing this intelligently, but it's still maybe not enough. We will find out. Another round now, Faze stopped by 1.
Yeah, Atlanta Faze doing the thing again, dropping the bomb and giving themselves options of either player to wrap back so they can move towards either side. So they're getting tricky with it, but it's the trickiness on the trades, and Mac can't get traded. He picks up 2. And now, well, you think you have an advantage. There is action all over the place. It's a 2 versus 2, but that's why you drop the bomb in a weird spot. It's so you have options.
You don't want to die with the bomb in a good spot. Or in a bad spot. It's going to be tough to get the recovery. Mac taking the longest of long routes. He's going to come back to the fight in a moment. Accuracy, he'll be in that lobby side. He'll be into the fight a little faster. But Selim and Abizi now pick a corner, any corner. Try to identify where the attack's coming from, and here we go.
And they just don't know. It's all about the reaction time, or Abizi squares up. So he heard him jumping around, and you got Selim to try to slow it down. You got Abizi set up for the kill. Jumps in for the easy 2. Atlanta Faze, the adjustments on the fly are on point. They are getting bodied in the first blood battle for the moment. You got Mac picking up the 2. Seattle constantly have been playing with the man advantage. And Atlanta Faze barely care. They got the 4-2 lead.
I mean, it seems so simple from a beast. It's like, I'm going to sit in this corner. I'm going to let this guy jump onto the bomb. I'm going to kill him and find his teammate from where the gunfire was coming from, right? You don't have red dots in the minimap. Those headphones are cranked. Right now, Faze 4-2.
And it almost feels like a long-term thing. If you have a team that's not as well experienced in S&D because they're not taking practice as seriously at the start of the year, Atlanta Faze, they got the reps in. They are ready for every single situation, but we go again, 2-2 split for the 3rd time we've seen from Seattle. Slasher with the first blood, you shut down Pred. Now we get to test the clutch ability of Surge when they don't get the first blood.
We've seen the same round, same way, 3 times now from Faze, and every single time they've done it a little differently. 4-3 now, Surge, the man down. They're creeping towards that bomb site, but this is Sim. He's got eyes on it. That frag grenade tickles him just enough, though. Cell manages to get a kill out of it. Abizi finds another one, 4-1 now, all on a Mac. And he's got that bomb in hand, and he is totally surrounded. Here comes Sim. Around the corner, guns are up. Whoa, melts him. We take that one. Mac, though, now scrambling to stay alive.
He has dead silence. He wants to give it the old college try, but now they know where he is. You got the coverage, you got him trapped, and you gun him down. 13 search and destroys in a row for Atlanta, a 15-1 record on land. With a 5-2 lead right now, just looking to add to the pile. As again, even when they're getting first blood, they still put up a fight. And when they get the first blood, it looks efficient.
It is map point Atlanta Faze. One more round, all they need, and they go up 2 in the series. We throw to a break and we think about control. But right now, you're not thinking about that Seattle. Head back in the game. Let's find some special sauce here, boys. You're the only team in the world to take them on land. Here in the mode. Can you do it again?
And once again, Atlanta Faze just giving themselves options. Happy to play with any situation they get.
Doubtful, bro.
Happy to be
Faze looking too strong, I think.
But the stun clears out couches. A couple players are over by the bedroom. This opening salvo. Seattle's actually stacked up this B site. But no one has made a mistake yet.
I mean, Faze are like water, my friend. They can fit into a cup, they can crash against the waves, and Sim's moving silently again. So Pred has got no idea. Unless he smashes a door open, that's what you're working with right now. And that might have been it. We could see Pred now spring to life in a second, but at this moment in time, it is Sim with top side of the map control. Things are going to get ugly.
He got spotted, though. He did get spotted on the cross. Accuracy stalled, so everybody turns around, and with the late-term read, accuracy's there, but you get the first blood. Doesn't make a difference because Abizi instantly responds. Cell now goes and collects that bomb, and look what Faze want to do. They've showed the pressure at A. Now they've got a 2-on-1 over towards the B site, at least for the next few moments.
We're flying over towards the site. Pred's got to go absolutely huge here. He's going to be the sole man for Surge for a moment. He's got a couple of players of Faze to deal with, and things are about to get spicy. Less than 20 to go. There's the gunfight, and it's going to be accuracy helping out. Oh my God, Lamar gets 2. Into the point we now go, and Surge. Love it when a plan comes together.
And accuracy icing up just a little bit in that round. Has great timing to catch Simp on the cross and finds a massive 2 kills after the fact. And Pred just gets hand-delivered the final kill. So that is very patient play from Seattle. Pred found his spot, didn't leave it the entire round. And you had accuracy just getting to think. Let him sit back, analyze the situation, and try to pick him apart. Seattle still alive. A little bit of fight. Long way to go.
Yeah. 5-3. How many rounds can Seattle Surge string together? Is this the making to the comeback?
And finally mixing it up as well. No more 2-2 splits, no more playing for pigs. Let's be aggressive. Let's just go to the B side.
It's a gun up run. They're going to fly forward. Sib's going to be flying solo here alone, though. He heard plenty. He's playing the same game plan. The rest of the team, they've hit B, and now Faze no. Here go those red arrows across the map. They're going to now search out kitchen, try to find something.
And it started differently, but we've had this round before where Sib was playing the late flank. But this time for Faze, it is all 4 players stacked up by the zone.
Abizi still looking for that first blood. He's in on the site. 1, 2.
Oh, wow.
Oh my God, for Abizi. Pred, though, he's right back in the same spot. Can he find anything here as the life count has dwindled? Seattle Surge are running out of options.
And he's just waiting for Sib. He's waiting for the flank to come through, but Slasher's staring at it. He knows what the deal is, and he takes him down like clockwork. Atlanta Faze, pick him apart, drop him down, make
Faze
the
take map
adjustment,
2 pretty
and that is now
convincingly.
14 in a row for Atlanta. Well,
14 maps in a row of Search map, of Search Phases 1. Sib, you're just playing Faze, bro. You just got to make a loser's run. You're just going to have to chill.
I don't know if anyone ever will. And Atlanta just makes the better adjustments, right? They almost mirrored the round exactly where you had Sim playing on couches. You had Simp there for the late flanks, and they said, you know what? If Simp's going to play like that, going to play on the island.
Abeezy
let's just
11
leave
and
him.
5.
Let's just
Abeezy's
force that
got to
to
be the
actual
best
sites.
Surge
Go
player
gunny on gunny.
in the
And
league.
it's not like they needed everybody there because Abeezy just picked up the big two.
Gotta
but
be.
They made the adjustments, had the read on Seattle's game plan, and a 6-3 cakewalk. Again, Atlanta Faze so comfortable on the main stage.
Unbelievable, man. It was a 10-minute game. It was a tense one at times, but 6-3, it is strictly business for Atlanta Faze.
And I mean, hey, you beat them on the first blood battle as well. That was 5-4. So Seattle, at least plan A, was working so well to take it easy down. But the adjustments after the fact, absolutely not there.
Crazy stuff. Well, that's going to be that for the Search and Destroy. We were looking forward to it indeed, and I know Surge were. I think they'll be thinking about it a little differently after this one. We stay on Hotel, though, for that control coming up in a moment.
Yep,
Man
Hotel
alive.
control
This
next.
is where
Can Faze 3-0 Seattle? Quite possibly.
find out if it happens again.
I mean, hey, they played a few times as well on Hotel, but even there, Atlanta Faze has had the edge. They have them 2-1.
Well, let's find out what happens, ladies and gents. We're going to go to a quick commercial break. At the other side of this one, Hotel.
No one. I don't think anyone's 3-0'd anyone yet. Since. No? Oh, there was one 3-0. I think it was when the Thieves lost to Faze. Faze, I guess Faze might be the only one that can do a 3-0. I believe the loser of this game will go and play Optic. So, the fact, yeah, it will be after that, will be that 6 p.m. Eastern game. So, the loser of this game will play Optic. And the loser of the Boston-Toronto game will go down and play Vegas there for top 6. Yeah, those two games are for 5th place and 6th place. The winner of these two games will play for top 3. Definitely top, well, I guess, no, that game will be for grand finals. So, for top, if you win this next game, you're guaranteed top 3. At least. Everyone else is going to be trying to play for that loser's bracket run. So, Atlanta Faze putting themselves pretty convincingly in the driver's seat to be top 3 again. Major 3. And then we have Boston and Toronto next. I like Boston, although Toronto have been playing really well recently too. Boston have to wait. Both those teams having to wait a really long time to play today, as it probably won't be in Texas. It'll be about almost 4 o'clock before they get to play. So that that will be interesting. Be 3:30 the Texas time, but it's a long time when they've been waiting all day to play, and then they're gonna have to turn around and play again the second to last game if they lose. Winners, of course, move on to Sunday. Winners of the next 2 games will move on to Sunday, as Optic will play looking like Optic will play Seattle. So, if Optic can somehow clutch up against Seattle, that would be amazing. Vegas Legion seems to be my the best team to watch on my channel for some reason. People just loving to watch my Vegas Legion videos, and I love it, and I appreciate each and every one of you coming in, showing love to the videos, hanging out while we watch some CDL matches. Maybe have a little adult beverages and some adult recreational activities, and just chill, just hang out. It's a great Saturday. It's been a long week. Let's throw our feet up a little bit, have a snack. I got some snacks here. Got all kinds of good stuff. So we just do our thing as we're about to get into, I think it's hotel control again. I think it's hotel. It was. So With hotel control, it definitely could go either way. El Asilo is a little bit higher defensive, and Fortress is definitely the most defensive controlled game mode, or map on control. I like it. I like it. So we're going to get into this right now.
The Call of Duty League is presented by the GMC Hummer EV Pickup, the world's first all-electric super truck. Upgrade your game with the SCUP, the official controller of the Call of Duty League.
Welcome back to Major 3 here live from Arlington, Texas, as we're having a good time. Seattle Surge not as much, because to the surprise of absolutely nobody, the Search and Destroy went their way. You've been great, crowd. We've loved you all week long, and we're not done yet. What's up, guys? How you doing? And we're ready to party, though, into Greenberg Hotel. Map number 3. Let's get into this one. We're playing Control, and you know what that means, Chance. That means there's an A and a B. That means there's 30 lives either side, and that means that somebody's probably going to get defense at the end.
All right, here we go.
I mean, my brain is stuck. To talk about hotel control real quick, Faze have had the edge, slightly better on offense, slightly on defense. In the pure head-to-head, yes, Seattle have beaten them. There's an Embassy map 5.
Yep.
So, like, I just, like, what are we doing, man? What is going on?
Here we go. Straight into it. We can see Faze attack first. That means they're going to be going towards A or B, put their bodies in it, capture those points, and win the round. Let's find out what happens. It's over to a B for first blood. Nah, accuracy's there.
You got the trades already, or at least a clean
Lord.
one.
Oh, wow.
Seattle, no trades to be found, rather. Fred is able to pick up the big 2, pushing the pace, and does get caught, but looks like Faze happy to respond and go for that slow cap towards A, or maybe put the pressure on.
It was a good play by
both
Celium
lanes,
to stay
almost
alive.
Like Search and Destroy. Atlanta Faze
They ran right by him.
Here we go. 1 of 3 segments cleaned up on A. Good stuff for Celium there, doing what he does best. Abizi's going to dip on out in this prolonged fight here against Pred. Now, if you can help his teammates out here, that gets you that bit closer to A. But the second segment is basically gone.
Yeah, admiration
slowly
for the
capping
artwork
A
as
here.
well for Abizi. Loves to look at it, loves to get the kills, and him and Celium working perfectly in tandem. You know the trade's going to be there. 0 time wasted. At A point, it was a very slow capture. As you see Atlanta Faze, all they were doing in the meantime is just vying for pressure. Slasher's got in a position where Seattle, they're going to be consistently spawning out as soon as his teammates get the kills. So Slasher playing the patient game, setting his teammates up long term. However, his teammates do need to start winning the gunfights, because Seattle, meanwhile, are just spawn killing.
Yeah, this is it. Seattle are starting to bully them. They're coming for lunch money, hitting them hard, but that's a 4 life differential right now as Faze. They cannot stop Pred. He's on a 4 spree. No, he's on a 3. Accuracy's on the 4.
Oh, and they killed Slasher as well, so this is just straight up spawn killing at this point.
Oh, no.
Everybody's in great position. Max over there staking with the great gunny as well, and Faze almost desperate just to get out of spawn. Now with 7 life deficit they're working with. The good news is this ain't TDM. You can be down on lives. You're looking towards the point. They're trying to bully their way out of the A zone, and Seattle are just suffocating.
Oh, my. What the hell? Took 3 players to bring down Civ there. Is he still going? Accuracy, 4 spree, no deaths just yet. 13 to 21. Faze. They're looking like Morpheus right now. The first time Agent Smith got a hold of him, that was a brutal fight. That's what it kind of looks like now. Let's see what happens. This could be the sequel. Rolling through now. Is Lamar holding this angle, not letting anything get through Pred? Seattle Searcher, pump the brakes. Wow, yeah, 2-piece out of Civ, all dead.
And let's see where they go as well. Off spawn, what do they leave open? How
Huge
quickly
4
do they
down
trap?
out
But
of
it's the
Surge
chaos
right there.
spawns. Number
They
1
needed that
Celium
bad.
actually gets in the mix behind them. He might just wait for Cell to go trade out one of the kills to try to open something up, but even when he gets it, you still got such a long way to go.
7 to 20 right now. Atlanta Faze are getting the snot beat out of them here on offense. 30 seconds remain.
I mean, so far, this is one of the best rounds on defense we have ever seen on this map. Seattle looking perfect, but now they're going to play a little bit tight, turtling up towards that B zone, and Atlanta Faze only 6 lives. They could still make this happen.
Final few moments as the clock is ticking down quickly. 15 now to go. Anyone there from Faze able to get on a B and stop the clock? The kills are there. It's Abizi making his moves. Oh, brought down though. The lives are done and the time will be done. Also, can Sim get it? No. What an unbelievable round from Seattle Surge. They will take the lead.
18 to 1 on lives. Most dominant round I think we might have ever seen on defense. That was clean, even when a weird spawn came through for Celium. Didn't make any bit of difference. absolutely contain them, put them in the spawn trap, and never let up. And even in the moment towards the end where Seattle turning just a little bit,
here today.
Trades completely on point.
Probably hear it in the background.
I mean, we sort of addressed this when we heard their comms in the listen-in map 1. Seattle are playing good Call of Duty. Atlanta Faze maps 1 and 2, just a little bit better, but they are absolutely looking to strike back on Hotel.
It's a heavyweight matchup. Two of the toughest teams we've got here in the league, and they are going for it. Here we go. Seattle Surge now, they will be attacking to see if they have the same amount of lethal, efficient approach as they try to get their way in towards both A and B at the same time. A is actually wide open. They don't know that, but we do, thanks to the X-ray mode here on Codcaster. And Sib trying to find his way through that middle of the map, trying to find a couple more kills. Not going to happen. Trades, though, wonderfully on point. We're now on A.
Yeah, I think Seattle were, wow, Jesus. I think they were really trying to see if they could actually make a play over towards the B zone. If the round sort of fell into their lap, but after that opening break doesn't pan out, it is right back towards A, doing the standard sort of push, and you got the flanks coming through, dealing with it so far. Abizi, though, still behind enemy lines, but Seattle, they're looking everywhere. They're taking care of business, and honestly, just like the comms, I have to imagine for Surge right now, completely on point.
Yeah, super cool. First segment, A, long gone. Second one on its way out. It's a single stack, though, from accuracy. He's the man sitting there getting the capture done. The rest of his teammates pushed on out. They want to be as far away from that point as possible. Try to buy his boys time. Sid, did he cut a couple more kills? 11 and 6 already. He has looked stunning. Here on the control so far, great shots, not enough to get rid of Cell. Here comes the Trades, though, or Faze. Starting to go forward. Now it's time for accuracy to get in the fight, and he gets 1. 9 and 2 for him. Streaks in the back pocket, and there's A.
Well, both of these teams have captured A 100% of the time against each other, but this time Surge much quicker to pounce, many more lives at their disposal. They got trophies out and abound. Oh, quick to be in the mix and selling him over challenge. Accuracy gonna catch him 10 and 2, by the way, and now you got the pressure on the B zone.
You're on a B, all but a BZ in from behind. Great teamwork out of Surge. They stay alive. Guns up, ready to party. You're getting the capture. Slowly for now. You're waiting for more players to get here. You have to hold this spot down if you're Sib. Celium taken care of. Sib gets 2 somehow. So Seattle Surge, they stay alive, and this is a big stack. You've got 1 player to deal with now. The rest of Faze are nowhere to be found.
Just got to catch him on the flank. You got to read it easier. Maybe he doesn't even have enough time.
Oh, no
3 players on the zone. How quick can you be? Can you gun them all down? You can't. Seattle Surge, 2 clean, easy, efficient rounds on Hotel control. Offense, defense, it doesn't matter. Icing up and looking good while doing it. Everybody positive. Accuracy is 11 and 3. And on the flip side, how often do you see Sent triple negative? How often do you see Slasher? I don't even know what to call that. Quintuplet negative. Man's only done 300 damage in the game.
What? That's, okay. We'll deal with that in a moment. But it's map points, Seattle Surge. Those boys are frying.
It's like Atlanta Faze said, hey, we have Embassy map 5. Let's just put the feet up and wait till we get there. I mean, that's obviously not the case, but
no.
Surge have turned into bullies.
Fred's just going to dodge that stun. Nice work. As now we press forwards. Atlanta Faze now trying to attack. Can they get anything going here? As once again, it is Fred, and he's moving, but Celium just there too fast, too soon. Gets himself onto A 2-man stack. Faze are looking to get this done a lot quicker than Surge did last round.
See if Atlanta Faze can sort of snap back into reality and get the gameplay flowing. But Surge, they're sort of setting up the trap again. Accuracy is never going to leave that bottom left corner of the map. That is for spawn manipulation. The rest of his teammates trying to keep him contained over by the A zone, but overcommitting just a little bit. Quite a few players fall, and Atlanta Faze now have a lot more freedom on the map.
So much freedom. We'll check that corner. Fred's going to get a couple more. We'll check this one, though. What in the name? Who hit him? What the frick was that? As Fred gets another. Sib there, back over to Celium. Can Fred catch this kill also? And how is he still rolling here? Oh, there you go.
Doing everything, man. He is always in the mix. And now on the flip side, you got Slasher looking for kill number 4. You know the idea, if accuracy is manipulating spawns on one side, Slasher is trying to do the same on the other, but not able to get in a position just yet. He's got Celium to work with as they're pushing the deep flank with both these ARs.
Faze have already managed to find something here in the tank to force what has been a much better attacking round out. 22 lives apiece. You've got a bit of a sneaky play from Abizi developing over by B. He's waiting for the boys to show up. Fred still a stalwart of defense, a 2-piece on the back line. That is huge.
Yeah, Fred is too good right now. 21 in 9, and you would have Abizi maybe the opportunity to make a play, but I think he spent the past few minutes just looking for accuracy. He was found an even deeper corner of the map. Finally, he falls, but everybody else from Seattle in position, still getting kills. Ooh. And Max staying alive is massive in the moment, but where he gets traded, now at least the front spawns are open.
Open for now. How long though? Fred on the cross catches another. Here come the streaks though. 12 and 4 out of accuracy. He's going to put this to good work, see what he can find. Push those players inside. Don't let them get anywhere. No kills, but you can see everyone from Faze now shoulder to shoulder on the bedroom side of the map. Set up for the kill now. Pred sent in to try to find something. Simp though, and a easy read. Oh, Jesus. They keep getting a kill.
And they got the trade. This is the only moment of opportunity for Atlanta Faze to win a round. They have gotten picked apart and bullied, but now they got the pressure on the zone. It's going to be a 4-man stack once they get it. Maybe if Beezy wants the front line kills because you know he's going to get them.
He's finding the kills. Just out 3 in a row. The second segment gone. Looking at the round in a moment. This Pred could go. Can Pred get in there? Accuracy with a kill. Whoa, he was on the point. Somehow unable to contest as Faze steal the round and stay alive.
And if they manage to find a way, all 4 players negative to try to turn things around. Fred, that has been a monster, 24 and 10, to still get the dub. That was just eventually. I mean, if Beezy had to have waited, I don't know, a year and a half before he killed accuracy. But as soon as they cleared out bedroom, you see how quickly that round can collapse. And that is why Beezy is simply different. He's not waiting for the ego child. He is happy to play slow, play how the map is developed in front of him, try to make this comeback.
Great stuff out of Faze in that round. A lot of magic left in this game. Here we go. Straight on towards A. Quick check. Lovely stuff out of Sib there. Close range with attack. Unheard of.
Yeah, that is a snappy gunfight win from him. That is the flank getting red from accuracy. Beezy, though, obviously not a care in the world. Applying the pressure on the flank, he is going to be that constant thorn in their side. Everyone from Seattle, this is where your comms have to be on point just to try to deal with all of the funny business. You got a Beezy on one side, Simp on the other, and you know that collapse is happening.
There's nothing funny about it. This is going to be horrible. The collapse, though. Yeah, it's coming through the front. Trades are going to be there. A Beezy waiting for that moment to strike. He might give up A. One more hit at it. Celium somehow found a kill. He's in, causing problems. Accuracy prone up. Can he get it? Oh, it's the wrong player. That was a body. No way. Matt gets the kills. Trades once again. And it looks good for now. Simp, though, he's keeping the play alive. He snuck in. Can Pred get it? Yes. A is still going right now for Surge.
Yeah, one more flank for Slasher, but it's just going to be for the errant kills. That A zone is going to get captured, and Pred looking to be aggressive. Might have found the opening. Him and Simp saw each other, but Simp takes him down. So Surge, who was trying to fight that 2-front war, and it gets slowed down just a little bit. Because now that sort of vie for bedroom control. Sib has an important job. Keep it clear. And so far, so good.
Tough moment there, Celium, just not able to really echolocate exactly where Sib was coming from. And now you got full bedroom control from Seattle. This is an important position. You need it if you're able to get bodies on B. Here we go. Seattle looking to take the map here. Can they get players on? They have to deal with a wave of kills of Faze.
Yeah, they have time to work with. Minute 40 left on the clock, so that's why they're so hyper concerned about the flank. That's the man that we're worried about. The other 2 players in couches, they're looking for the trades, and then you can jump on the zone. So accuracy making the moves towards the objective. Everybody else worried about, well, the spawns in the bedroom players.
Got at least one player on towards the B zone. That's going to be accuracy. Slow capture, but no coverage. No one ever there to help. So it's 17 lives apiece. You've still got a little bit of map presence now for Surge, but they are waiting patiently, and they're trying to make something happen. Faze, though, right back in it. They've got the advantage.
And Faze are just so on point. There's always that extra player to get behind enemy lines and keep that pace nice and slow so no one can stack that zone. So Atlanta have stabilized, but there's the first blood in this engagement coming through from Sib. Obviously, Pred, he's going hunting. You have to clear out bedroom.
He's got like a second left of dead silence. There's one. Any more out of this life would be absolutely insane. Less than a minute to go, 14 lives apiece, and he's not going to check that corner as he knows that player slipped out. So Pred now, he's the tip of the spear for Surge. Drive, that trident, deep into the defensive line of Atlanta Faze. There's one. Gets to get the second. Yeah, no, Celium, unbelievable play. Oh, Faze hold the line.
And now Surge a little too quick in the moment because Slasher was able to find the opening and go through on the flank, and that battle from bedroom just commences once again. Accuracy waiting for a little bit of help. He's going to have Pred by his side, but it is operation. Keep Faze away from shooting you in the back.
It's going to be tough. Pred still back at it. A absolutely Herculean performance. 32 and 15. 3 dead. Celium the last man in a tough-to-read spot. He's still chilling, though. Anyone there to help out? Here comes Pred from upstairs. Straight onto the play we go. Abizi the lone man now. You have to get going. The trophies are in position. Has to bring the Faznev to the fight. One down. Here comes the second. Oh, the cleanup. Gets the ball. Wait a minute. No. Slasher's there for it. 10 seconds to go, and we're going to a final round.
Atlanta Faze are getting it done, and they got someone behind enemy lines in the meantime.
Could be another control throw
with
from
a gunny like that. I don't
just like
know
Optic.
how
Seattle lose 2 in a row. They're at risk now of losing this whole match.
Absolutely bodied
with this
in the
map
first
5.
2 rounds. And that slow, overwhelming trickle laying you down.
Start off with the trickle is now a little bit of a waterfall. Oh, baby, Faze. Looking at the reverse sweep, one more round is all they need. Can they do it? I cannot believe what we are seeing. For the 3-0 in the series, Faze need one more round.
Atlanta Faze have been striving for perfection in every game mode. Get to drop a map, and they are currently dealing with Pred in his finest form, and they have forced the round 5. It's going to be Atlanta on the attack, and Seattle have been on point on their defenses. They have looked good when they've got it. Atlanta, they are just looking for a moment. In an opening break, exactly like Search and Destroy as well. Faze, though, is the first blood Reaper. He'll get another to the list.
Another day in the office. Mac, though, head help out. Could have been the nade. Couldn't really tell, Fib.
He killed himself.
Flash of pressures on the SL now, keeping help. Towards that A zone, we once again go. It's been captured in every single round without fail, and this one probably no different. Can Surge try to stop the wheel, try to break it, and change their fate?
And Atlanta Faze also doing extra, right? Abizi getting in position, trying to clear out that bedroom side of the map while the slow captures coming through. So they're trying to keep track of all these Surge players. But Surge are going for the flanks. Accuracy swinging all the way around. And this A zone not quite captured yet. Vincent didn't see him for the moment, and Accuracy, again, just here to slow him down.
Well, this is it, a big change here. A has been captured. There's a lot of pressure towards the back line, an unfortunate team kill, so now you're on towards B. 2 players there, make it 1. This is a different look here in the defensive round.
Selling playing as slow as he wants, and Surge, the question is, do you leave him, do you try to hunt him down, or do you swarm back towards this A zone? So maybe Atlanta Faze making a bit of a mistake, trying to make up for the mixiness. And now just right back towards that A zone. Cellium flanking to get back in the picture, but Surge are taking the fight to him. Mac picks up 2. Cellium finally back though, and it looks like the A zone eventually going to be secured. One of the slower rounds of control we've seen.
It's cost a lot of time for Faze. We're at 42 seconds on the clock. That's going to become 1 minute 42 once that A zone gets complete. And don't forget Cellium 6 spree. Right now, he has streaks.
Yeah, it does have the cruise missile. Could be nice for the intel. You got Slasher trying to have a little battle against Accuracy on the bottom left of the map. So contained fights, nice and slow all over the place. And it looks like Accuracy wins the one. Faze are going to be spawning out, and they just got put in the blender. Simp gets hunted down as well. So well contained. Seattle Surge still clean on D.
Speaking of contained, this is what you're looking for right now. Pred finds 1, the second, and there's a 3rd around the corner, but the perfect flank from Cellium stays alive and keeps that pressure open. Now, you can run across the map Faze, but no, wait. Sib is here. Can Sib get 2? Nearly tagged up. Abizi making moves forward as Seattle Surge starting to tighten the grip.
And here's another flank coming through. I mean, talk about how annoying this is to deal with to try to get out of your spawn, but now it's about the timing. Mac able to get 1, drag a little bit of pressure back, and doing such a good job of staying alive and keeping the pace slow.
He's drawing that aggression. Faze though, they read it perfectly. Oh my god, 2 clean kills. They're making their way forward. Pred's gotta go big. No, Cellium does it again. Now it's all down to accuracy. The last hope right now for Seattle. He's going to take on this entire onslaught from Atlanta Faze, and they have gone straight for the jugular. They're in. Faze now on the point. There's the stack.
It's going to be all 3, and Slasher continues to flank as well. He took care of business. Guns all forward. Atlanta Faze looking to get this done.
Faze goes straight for the kill. This is it. No one from Surge is close. Waiting for the fight. Anyone there? No, wait back. Make something happen. The kill, the last second. Contest. It's not over yet. I can't believe it. Slasher gotta go in.
I mean, still, it is 30 seconds. It is time for Faze to work with, but Pred shutting him down. But now you got the cruise, you got the intel, and you got the flank as well.
Here we go. Streaks land. No kills. Abizi on the flank. We all got a little lightheaded there. The hip fire, no. Accuracy's in. 10 seconds remain.
And it's the funnel through mid. I think Seattle might have done it by the hair of their chin, picking them apart through mid. The last-ditch effort. The door gets closed, and Seattle has done it.
Seattle barely
all
hold
of
on.
that just to get a map.
All that for a
Craziness.
massive series. 40 kills out of Pred. Unbelievable amount of damage between he and Sib. And they know that cost them a lot. We'll see though if the momentum pays off in the next hard point.
And that is bar none, without question, the best map of control we have seen all year from both of these teams. We have been watching some ridiculous Call of Duty this week. The crowd maybe getting in like teams' heads and like making them have mistakes.
Pred was 40 and 24.
It plays, but it is efficient. It is
what?
On point. It is both teams playing the map the way it was meant to be played.
That is
and just
crazy.
those engagements when you are like slowing the pace down, waiting for the first bloods to come through. It was beautiful to watch, and obviously tippable from Seattle.
Wow.
That's got padded in the first 2 rounds, but Fred never slowed down. Clean 40 bomb coming out of the superstar. Him and Sid getting things done.
Outstanding. Here's the replay. The last few moments of that game. We're going to see how this went. And this is textbook chance. 3 players on point. That should be a capture. No questions asked. The round should be over. In comes accuracy. In comes Mac. Look at that last-minute contest. Once again, Fred, sensation.
I mean, that's also accuracy, finding the perfect moment to be aggressive, right? I know he's the slowest player in the league, but when he's got a dive bomb towards the hill to set his boys up, he knows when he has to make that kind of play. So massive gunfight wins. They dealt with the cruise missile towards the end. Even the heads-up awareness from accuracy at the end. Him and Mac to worry about the flank. Abizi obviously gets caught popping the dead silence, but the awareness was there. The setup was clean. And no matter how difficult it got, Seattle Surge able to deliver. I mean, that's why even the listenings we were talking about in the hard point were so clean. Heads-up gameplay. One of the best maps of the year. And these two teams looking like some absolute...
Yep, Pred 1.67 KD, accuracy 1.44, 26 and 18. Mac kind of lacking a little bit, but everyone else from Seattle over 1.0. Crazy, crazy start.
Hard point is one thing. Embassy Surge.
I want to see the game 5, man. If you let Embassy through, you got to have a game plan. I want it so bad to see what Seattle have cooked up because
Fortress Hardpoint. Can Seattle push this one to a game 5?
Doesn't look great, but Seattle did still play a pretty clean game. They just got beat. It happens. We go to Al-Bagger. The pop-off potential is always going to be there. If you remember the last 2 times these guys played it, Seattle Surge went up by 100+ points. And then Atlanta Faze just went on a tear and made the comeback. So you're expecting it's heavy hitters right now. Arguably the 2 best teams in the game at this point in time. They're going to be getting after it on Al-Bagger.
We're talking about an unbelievable level of confidence and performance out of Faze. And right now for Seattle, you bought the lifeline, you've got a bit of momentum. Can you keep riding it through onto Fortress? That's what is, I mean, yeah, you can. It's totally possible, completely doable. But now it is strictly business. Coach Crowder there going to get off the stage, finish things up. We're going to see Sam Phoenix on the other side of the stage for Seattle Surge, pass on the last moments of wisdom for the boys, and then let them rip on this Fortress.
And I suppose we also very much get to test what Revan was talking about on the desk of like how his team rises to the occasion. When the pressure is on the most, how can they handle it? You just got smacked around for the first 2 maps, right? Like, it was just such a tough one, round after round. Even when the game plan's working and you're getting the first bloods, you're getting picked apart after the fact. Completely iced up into control. Had 2 beautiful first rounds, and even when the pressure is getting applied, the round 5 as icy as ever. So the pressure's been getting higher. Seattle's gameplay looking even cleaner. See if they can carry it into map 4.
Speaking of map 4, this is the last time they played all the way back in Major 4. They had exactly the same map 4, and that is what Chance is talking about. 250 to 234. Atlanta Faze walked away with the victory there, and that was the massive comeback. Now this looks so different. I mean, LSELO searched through that final map with that. Who knows, man? I mean, Embassy's a different beast altogether. We'll see how that one goes, because 6-2, all many months ago, back in December, these teams have changed so much since then. The game has changed. The way we play has changed. Will it change the result of what many think will be a Faze victory here today? Let's get it, ladies and gents. We're going to Al-Bagger, playing hardpoint.
We have also talked about how clean the gameplay has been for these 2 teams. If either squad makes a mistake and gets put in the spawn trap blender, I know Al-Bagger hardpoint's not as bad as Control, but you can go on massive runs. And obviously when you're looking at the stats right there, much cleaner overall for Seattle. The only win Atlanta has, though, is against Surge.
Whoa, here we go. Man, this is going to be a big one. Game 5 will be something. But for now, Fortress. Check for the traps, check for the spawns, check for all them kills, and here we go, and it is a bloodbath to start things off. Fred playing a particular corner here. His game plan right now is not only to find these kills, but to get himself inside that Fortress. And that is one step closer to it.
I mean, that is literally the only opening plan, is to get Fred out of the spawn trap, to set him up, to get a couple kills, so we can open things up for you after the fact. So even though they got bodied on the opening break, Fred got into his spot, but now you get cleared out. This is where the danger is going to lie. Accuracy needs to find at least one.
Whoa!
Maybe Mac with the spawn.
Damn.
I guess he didn't end up in the trap, so I guess he spawned up at P2, trying to take full advantage.
He was close enough to Blacksmith to get out. Will he be able to check the corner? Oh, timing is sweet. Mac, he's on a bit of a run right now. These are important kills. Sims up next, managed to get a little bit of revenge. Payback, Ching, as he's in the feed. Time, though, still very much in the hands of Atlanta Faze. Spawns for P2, though, are very squirrely. Faze will be on the right-hand side of the map, and now you've got Seattle on the point.
Yeah, he dodged the spawn trap for the moment, so Surge with a little bit of life and now pressure towards the back. Selim still alive, or Slasher
This one's
going to
be back and
in
forth.
his home, but
I have
he's
a
last
feeling
man
it's gonna
standing.
come down
He
to the
gets
very,
spotted.
very
He
end.
gets taken down, and Surge with a clean little wipe off P2. That's all four. Flip the map on its head, and now the opportunity to add a lot of points to this.
Damn, son, lead change. Pred with 2. And now the eyes are up. The guns are going. He's starting to find himself here on Albagra.
Hey, this is tough because you're rotating 35 seconds in advance to the hill. This is all the time in the world for Seattle to try to break this down.
Again, that's the way this is going to play out. That next hard point is so difficult to break. Even with a record like Faze, even with Seattle's prowess right now, this is not going to be an easy thing to do. Not only that, you're going to get trapped on that side of the map towards the end of the hard point also. So here we go. Surge, how's the break looking? You're a man down on the approach, and Mac's not waiting for anyone. He's going to be chilling for a second. Here comes the hit. His teammates are taking a fight on the other side of the map, and it is not looking good so far. I take it all back. 3 down. Last man sim. No way! They got the break!
They just wasted 35 seconds on P2 to try to secure the rotation, and they get broken down instantly. That is perfection from Seattle. The game cannot be going any better.
I don't believe what we've just seen. That is outrageous work from Seattle Surge. That lead's going to get way bigger after this. And they're trying to set themselves up in a position where they've got a highway. They've got an exit from this point as well. We'll see what happens in a few seconds. But for now, that score's going to go way up.
I mean, that is honestly just straight up devastating. Again, you chalk 35 seconds for that rotation, and you basically get 0 points off of it. And Sid was able to get a cruise. In the meantime, Pred looking to get an extra cruise in the meantime. In the slowest game of Albagar hardpoint you are ever going to see. Faze trying to be nice and secure on the rotation. They got picked apart last time, and Pred hasn't slowed down.
He's looking absolutely disgusting right now. Nearly gets a snap on a sim there. That was a really nice bit of work. However, the approach now from Surge. Drive forward, fly forward into cannons. This is the next hard point up. Mac sneaks through. Mac is making a meal of it. Oh my God, Slasher, what a win. Stays alive, but you got to get on the time because your boys just got smoked.
I was going to say, either way, Atlanta Faze rotated, still not able to collect any of this time, and just having to deal with the chaos of trying to keep Surge contained. Atlanta Faze, they're rotating, but they are not having any success. And I know we talked about how they made the comeback last time, but being down by this much is not going to be fun. Surge still applying the pressure. Maybe the first bit of life Atlanta have had in such a long time. And even then, Pred's in the hill being annoying.
I mean, are they like setting up for the world's greatest comeback? Is this going to be the moment? We're already seeing a few bangers here in the tournament alone, but contest comes to a close. Sim's going to be landing the point. Pred coverage again. You're seeing Surge go further and further into the lead. Blacksmith Hill up next, and this one can be a hotly contested one.
It has just been completely unstable for Atlanta. They can't find a good timing. Can't buy anything for the rest of their lives. Maybe a 3 down and the opportunity to try to set the map up. Try to get wheeling and dealing, but you got to worry about the spawns. Players out P1, pressure over towards Arch. Abizi, it looks like he's reading for the moment, but only has a little bit of help. And meanwhile, Sib is going on a massive flank to try to break this down.
Break it down, try to play for the next. Sib, here comes the streaks. This will take care of the player in the hard point if you need to. No, you can now change course, deviate for another player, no problem. Top map's cleaned up. Flashbacks there of the previous major. Slasher now, he's going to be taken care of by Pred. Lovely work again from Seattle. They are burning hot right now.
And even the route that Sid just took to go on the full flank to call on the cruise is just to force out those spawns for Atlanta, who ended up spawning over by P1. So Surge playing the clean, comfortable game right now. They got the spawns they want. They got the gunner they want. Another 4 spree for Pred, who is trying to turn this into his playground.
He is absolutely unbelievable. It's a 5 spree from Selim comes to a close. Done. Accuracy in the hill. As his stats are bizarre now. It was 4 and 9, over a minute 30 in the hill. He's killing it.
4 kills and he got an 80-point lead. That is literally Seattle Surge doing what they do best.
Playing the game for the win. Can Matt get another out here? Yeah, Matt's all secure. 50 seconds up, back to P1, and now we reset things. We're in the second set of hard points, and Faze, is this a new look already?
This could be it again. If you make one mistake, you get put in the blender. This is when you have the opportunity to make a run, and you have Atlanta Faze this time blocking those P2 spawns, trying not to let anybody out and about.
Okay.
Surge, this is where you start to feel the heat.
Oh, you might have pissed them off, man. Faze now, they've got their hands on the wheel, and they're running the shit. Accuracy, that 4 and 11 doesn't look so hot anymore, as now he's trying to find his way out. Over 100 points Faze had gone, and they have not slowed down whatsoever.
Anything Pred can do, Simp wants to do better. In 8 spree for him, the gunny right now against Pred, and Pred just getting back down. Seattle, they've been stuck in the spawn for the longest of time. Simp playing with a little bit of freedom. Finally, though, he gets caught right as that new hill pops.
New hill pops. Full control and Faze. They're looking right back at it. And I tell you what, ladies and gents, I was joking about that comeback. And now this joke is a reality. You've got streaks for Simp as well. Abizi now on the wraps, looking to find anything and everything he can. Spawns in the far left. And look at that, Simp isn't on the point. Can he get one more? No, he can't. Abizi, 8-13. Slow as ever, but he's going to do what he can to get back into this. As Simp, he finds another.
Yeah, you get the spawn, but it just turns into trades. And now you got the heads up on the flank, but a nice angle from Accuracy takes the deep route. And you got Seattle looking to pounce on this time. They get the kills. They get the clearance, but can you get the collection? Accuracy back to where he wants to go. And he wins the gunfight as well. This is where Atlanta Faze made the biggest mistake. It was on this rotation. And now this is where the pressure's up once again because Seattle still end up spawning towards the back. Atlanta Faze keeping things much more controlled.
Big wins out of Faze. 10 seconds to Seattle. Looking towards that bottom side of the minimap now. Will you see another clean break? Will lightning strike twice in this series for Seattle Surge? Pressure now one. Faze with a deeper defense. They're not letting anything get away with it. Slasher on top side of the statue. Guns are up. And they are smoking still. Nades are there. Can Faze get onto it? Into the push we now go. And it's good clean kills for both teams. Anyone there? No! Slasher and Cell. They hold it down. Faze remain in control.
Surge don't get through instantly this time, but Max just got the closest spawn. They just spawned right at Gate as soon as he got the kill, and it doesn't make a difference. Atlanta Faze just closed the door and continue to collect his time in what was a ridiculous scoreline originally. Atlanta Faze now have the lead.
Now we've got a game on our hands. Faze back in it. They've taken the lead. Can we see something from Surge? A last-ditch attempt. Trades are still there on point. Mac, the last few moments. Mac wins 3! That's the break. That's the hard point for Seattle.
You ask him to attack, he delivers. Picks up the 3, and well, Seattle take the read right back. Salim trying to rotate over towards New, but his teammates are getting picked apart. And look at where the spawns for Atlanta are going to come through. One dead center of the map, another guy in Mapton. They'll take the closeness towards this New hill. They'll take the clearance for the rotation. Much more secure, but a 20-point deficit. And this is the hill where Surge last go around. Very annoying. Slasher, though, keeping him at bay.
What a map this is. Slow things down. Slowly but surely. Seattle Surge approaching towards the hard point. One gunfight at a time. Sib's there. Here comes Abizi up next. Refires the pants off him. Slashers cut down from the back line, and that's the break from Surge, and that's the lead again.
Yeah, Accuracy at the start, milking all the hill time. When he needs to start gunning, he's just going to start shooting you basically through walls. Surge get the clearance, they maintain the lead. It is going to be a nail biter of the game. It's the battle back in time. The kills going back and forth. Sib looking to get inside, but you got the tears at bay. Even Slasher in the hill. This is a battle we have on our heads.
What a war it is, and Sib wins another insane gunfight. Accuracy in stables. He's kicked.
Coming down to it.
Lead for Seattle now growing a bit longer, and this is where things are going to get really tough. This is going to be a photo finish.
Nice trophy as well, helping for the little bit of protection. Accuracy trying to slow 2 players down, and he's going to do what he can. Sell for the pre-aim. He's got that help as well. Pred doing it with the TAC 56. That is clearance, but now the question is, can you read these spawns?
Here comes the streaks. This is going to soften up the hard point at the very least. We saw Sib do it in the first go-round in the first set. And a different look here. Sim, no joy. 2 kills for his teams otherwise, as the pressure is now on. We are running this one up, Seattle. Can they get the game 5?
This could be the game. This could be the game. Mac and Pred to put this stand.
Wow, Seattle
back in black.
Gonna take it to him at 5.
The iron is hot, and they are striking. One last hit from Faze. Oh, they get the kills. The hard point's open.
Oh, wait.
Atlanta Faze are in.
There's surely no way. It's easy for 3, trying to get out of bounds. You can dive at this hill. Atlanta Faze has to be perfect. Sim trying to fly. The trades are still in. And maybe Mac wants to get set up. Maybe you push for the end.
That's it. That's it. That's the done deal. He's managed to get the final kill. Pred's found it. The hard point will tick over. And no matter what happens, Seattle have done it. What a outrageous game of hard point that was. We have a game 5.
Craziness.
And I don't know what the script says, baby, but damn, son, what a series.
And Surge is able to play with the pressure. Biggest 2 difference in those cruise missiles. Sib had the time to go on the full flank to block the spawns when he's calling it in. Simpson, a tough spot, has to call it in when he spawned up towards Gate. His teammates get stuck, and you get punished after the fact. a clean game, honestly. I know there's a few moments Seattle might want to have back, but that is wonderful
For
work there.
100,000 viewers on day 3 of Major 3.
From being nearly reverse left into control, looking to complete a reverse sweep of their run.
Well, I was joking, and again, I didn't think it'd be possible to get another shot trying to crack the Search and Destroy record. Well, they've got it. Embassy is going to be the final play. It's not a good sign for Surge statistically, but we'll see how this goes, because this has been one hell of a series. Anything can happen now.
It's just the perfect setup, man. Seattle Surge looking to end the S&D spree. They're the only team that has beaten Atlanta Faze on land in the game mode. It was a game 5 last time. They beat them on El Asilo, obviously one of Faze's best maps. Well, now it is their best map on Embassy. They knew they let it through. They have a game plan for it. And even what Revan said on the desk, we like our team. We like when the pressure's on. That's where they perform. That is the true test of a game 5.
You're in the heart of a dying star right now as far as pressure goes. This is going to be it. There's no, I don't know, man. Embassy, this is going to be something special. Hotel was not a pretty sight there from Seattle fans. The cons have been great. The composure has been outstanding. And they have executed on the game plan and the respawns. Can they do it in the Search? Can they end the spree? Can they do it, Shots?
That is the absolute question. But again, they've risen to the occasion so far. But make no mistake, for Atlanta on that map, it has never been close. They have obliterated everyone. So you know they're feeling good going into map 5.
Gotta be feeling great. Well, ladies and gentlemen, time for a break. We come back.
Yep. Map 5. Can Seattle somehow hold it together as Faze are on a 13-game winning streak on Search and Destroy? Seattle's going to have to go huge to break them out of that, to maybe give them a shot of winning and going to the winners finals. Crazy match. Crazy match. Seattle's putting up more of a challenge than I thought they would. More of a fight. Let's check Twitter out. What's going on Twitter here? Nameless says Seattle are throwing. True. Alley Cat says just lost years off my life. Yep. Yep, Faze were literally that close to winning. Oh, Pred going huge. Might need a little nap. What I might do is I might probably throw on the recording on the next game and take a little nap for it and just let you guys watch the game. Probably no reactions, but that'll be alright. At least we'll still get the game on the channel, and then we'll be good to go for Optic and Vegas games later on. I think that's what we might do. I think that's what we might do. as we are about to get into map 5, Faze, Seattle. Who's going to come out on top and go to winners finals? Just fitting it goes to a map 5. Let's see what happens.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to this Game 5. Atlanta Faze, Seattle Surge. I mean, we told you it was a heavyweight matchup. We told you it was going to be a banger. We had no idea. Look how close we came to a 3-0.
I mean, this is utterly ridiculous. I can barely see the space for the zone not to get captured. But that's it. That is the difference between being 3-0'd and potentially winning a reverse sweep Game 5 series. And I know for Seattle, they were talking about it on the desk. They knew what the game plan was. They purposely picked Team B to let Embassy be the map 5. They've calculated this the whole way through. They wrote it down. They know what to expect. Now the question is, can they get it done? Because if you want to be the best, you got to beat the best. And it does not get better than Atlanta Faze on Embassy.
This really will be something special, not only to secure top 3 in the tournament, also to break the record that Faze have set in Search and Destroy. I mean, for Pred, you said it a moment ago, to go from MVP last season, from Rookie of the Year last season to potentially MVP this season, this is the kind of series that will certainly make it. Wow, what a massive contest this has been. We will find out what happens in this Embassy Search and Destroy. Statistically, incredibly strong advantage for Atlanta Faze right now. But all bets are off. The script, I mean, let's face it, there's about 19 chimpanzees writing this one, and it's a bang.
They get Shakespeare eventually. The first good Shakespearean series we have had of the day. But those, again, look, they have utterly destroyed every single team that they have played on this map.
All of them.
6-0, 6-1, 6-2s. I think their closest one, they might have had a 6-3 in the mix some point somewhere. Perfection on this map. Seattle, what do you have to say?
We'll find out if it's destiny calling. Ooh, and what have you done? You've taken care of the first Blood Reap.
And what did we learn on the hotel? They have the strats to take care of Abizi for the first Bloods. That is not a guarantee to win the 4v3. Still a lot of time in this round.
Lenny. Stun check lands. Those members of Faze ears are ringing for a few more moments. Sib, lovely work. Dodges the nade. Wonderful precision there. We have seen players get that down absolutely perfectly. As Faze now will cascade their way across the top side of the Embassy under great covering fire. Mac, oh, he picks out one. Doesn't manage to get anything away from it. 3v3.
And you got the double chow coming through from Cell and Slasher to take care of Sibs. You got the power position taken care of. You got the bomb down. And you got players like Celium in the clutch spot. But you got to help him up top. Pred looking to pounce. You got a massive flank coming in through Search.
And this is an incredible moment now. Celium, he's setting himself up to avoid the fight from Pred and maybe take care of Accuracy as well. But Accuracy, he's crept through. You sneaky devil. He might be able to win the round right here.
And it's all about this accuracy for the timing. Wants to get up top. You got to take care of the clutch spots, and Slasher wins one. You got to kill them both. It's Cell, last man standing, and Pred takes care of them. They make the read.
Nice
They clutch the 3v3, and both those ARs get rooted out. That position that Celium is in, belly down, he knows someone's behind him. He knows the full flank is through, trying to give him nothing, but perfectly calculated towards the end. We're talking about Pred for good reason. You got 3 in that round.
That kind of mistake won't happen again in this matchup. 3 from Pred. 1 from Accuracy there. That was incredibly important. Faze, though, they managed to get that bomb plant. And that could have changed everything. Very, very different look here. 2-2 split here on offense from Seattle Surge.
And they're able to get straight out towards that B zone, or B side rather. No nades coming through for the first Bloods, and well, there's the nades after the fact, so Mac a little bit of pressure, only 40 HP, but takes him down, gets the first Blood. Abizi drops it again. 2
for 2, being taken out in first. Atlanta Faze, when it works out for him, it sure does, but this time around, very different. Celium, he is here. Again, watching as much as he can. The bomb does get planted, and Slasher takes care of Mac for that. He will pay the iron price. It is now a 3v3.
Well, it's also Simp by himself on the flank, and he just shot in the feed, so Surge know where he's at, but they're waiting on Simp to make the play. He almost has to do this by himself, waiting for the shots to come through for his ARs, but he hasn't been given anything just yet. He has the read for the first, but you are running out of time, and Pred is behind enemy lines.
20 seconds to go, and Pred has tucked himself away. So is Sib. Sib's taken care of. Final 15 seconds. You know Pred is going to be in a spot to try to challenge this out. Will the timing work out? Will the coverage be there from Faze? Final 10 now is the moment as the player is on the bomb. Perfect is his and out. Deals it. And Simp is nowhere to be found. No hope on the defuse. And Seattle Surge go up by 2.
And
Another
without
great play by
question, the best
Seattle
Call
there.
of Duty we have seen all year long. Every single play down to perfection from both of these teams. As good as it gets for the opening break. You get the ARs helping each other out. It's the teamwork from Cell and Slasher. Cell's got him covered, so Slasher can jump over and kill the bomb planter. He's got the help to get Simp in position up top, but that is the difference a bullet makes. Pred just a little too quick. 2 rounds for Surge.
It's close enough to that player where you can certainly hear him dive onto the bomb or make noise. Positional advantage played perfectly. Simp, the coverage was there, not enough to get it done. What an unbelievable search and destroy we have so far. Here we go though, Faze. Slight misstep here on the attack. We'll see if this slows him down at all.
Well, here's the difference maker. Abizi is free. Finally doesn't get first blood, at least not initially. And you know he's got an ego. He is not scared of it. Shao, he's got vision, and finally the Reaper has come to collect.
Not only that, with the first blood, you're immediately going to get the plant down as well. Will Seattle Surge be able to at least rebound here? Abizi guns up, ready for this one. His teammate Simp. Perfect spot to be in. Mac manages to get one out of this, so it's a 3v2. Surge not out of this yet, but Faze, what a spot to be in.
And Abizi doesn't have to overchow. As long as he is alive, he is in position to make the play. Wants to go see if that bomb is still clear. He's going to take care of that. Pred takes care of up top, but as soon as Mac falls, Pred, almost impossible to lose. Too many clutch spots to check in Atlanta Faze. Looks like they're finally going to get their first round.
One may be enough. As Faze are back on the board. This game 5 was never going to be an easy one for either team. 5-1 out of, or 5-2 now out of Pred, by the way.
So far, this has been the square up. Get first blood, win the round. Not easy to execute for either team. And Abizi, all the pressure on him, or at least all eyes and attention. You know he's going to be involved.
The expectations for Faze are so high. Search and destroy has been the, I mean, bread and butter. It's almost been the whole diet. Here comes Abizi, different looks. He spotted him.
Oh, the sniper, there you go. Sid found an opening.
You hear that shot ring out though, and Abizi, he might start salivating, knowing that something's up, but Sid with the immediate reposition, and Sid with the immediate reposition absolutely rips him. 2 now on the round.
He is feeling it indeed. And Mac, even with 2 HP, gets out and alive. He's got the help, and all of a sudden, Slasher, last man standing for the 1v4. But Surge keeping it mixy. Sid gets the stun as well. Sid has just won his team this round.
Here they come. And Sib, what an outstanding pair of snipes. Here it was. Abizi, right place, bang! Sorry if that made you jump. I'm actually not sorry, headphone users. Lock in. The score is 3-1, Seattle Surge.
They do love this map. Sib does love to snipe, and honestly, that could be the last round he uses it, even when he got the 2 kills. This man is going to be playing with confidence. Whatever he's feeling, they are going to rock with. Revan spoke about that as well. We're back to the first blood battle. Abizi loves to fly out towards the B site. And those nades, we'll see if they connect. I think Abizi barely going to make it through. He does get tagged up, so he's going to be a little bit slower this time around.
Trophy to save him, that concussion doesn't help. Sell him with the first blood. Fred, though, he knows Abizi's on the bomb site. Will he check it? Will he fly out? Will he add another kill to the pile? Slasher gets his as well. So that's a 2v. What? Oh, God, what a gunfight from Pred. Over to Sib.
And this would be a 2v4, 2 Rookie of the Year candidates, and one that got it, trying to clutch up against Faze. Already with the advantage and out with 16 HP, and they are reading this push towards A.
That is an unbelievable win. Slasher now checking over towards the A side of the map. Here comes the play, and here's kill number 9. 1 HP remaining for Pred, finally taken care of. It's a 1v2 from Sib.
Wow, Slasher's got the angle covered, trying to back him down, and Salim going to be able to go for that plant. And unfortunate for Sib in this moment, it's a trophy system.
It's a bloody trophy. Here comes the fight. And this time, finally, Faze can deal with Sib. The score is 3-2.
And again, Pred, by the way, 9 kills in 5 rounds so far. Stepping up to the plate. That first blood battle, though, it has been consistent for both teams. Get the first blood, win the round. Celium this time is able to deliver. Him and Slasher able to play for picks. The teamwork has been on point. And Atlanta Faze down for the moment. Desperate to maintain that spree.
Faze defending. Throw the nade a little wide, try to catch the player on the cross. As Mac has already made it to the bomb site, you know that Faze is there, but wait a minute, accuracy somehow finds it. Selim now trying to get over towards that B-bomb, trying to help out, not on the defense, but he's going to snake all he can. There's a lot of guns up looking at him. There's Sib, backs on up, the flank though, not a safe place, Sib's hit.
Slasher gets taken care of though, so now it's about the clutch spots, Mac 1 HP. Celium's gonna get sent in for the kill. The drop's down low. Now the question is, can Sim get up top? He's popped dead silence to try to make the play, but this is 2 players to root out.
Oh, Selim's been spotted on the bomb, and here comes the hit. No, accuracy's trying to keep him off of it. You have to now watch out for the player upstairs. Big tags, not enough, 20 seconds. Pred with immediate reposition. Here we go, as Selim
They saw him.
They saw him, they're waiting for it. Here comes the kill, and they can't get it done. Faze have found the equalizer.
And they have bumped up the pressure just a little bit more, even with the bomb down, even without a player even up top for Atlanta. Surge feeling the pressure, trying to go for those routes, but getting caught the whole way through. A beautiful retake. And that is the first time we have seen the team that got the first blood did not win the round. Abizi might have gotten caught, but his teammates deliver. A massive round for Atlanta Faze.
Unbelievable work. And the synchronicity towards that final kill as well, no matter what happened there. Pred was dead and the round was won. The score is 3-3. Here we go. Abizi, uncharacteristically slow in the kills. 2-5 overall. Stuns. Oh my god, all the stuns in the world! And Pred nearly kills his bloody teammate! That boy is twisted!
That is the aggression you love to see. It gets out of dodge as well. The ballsy play call pays off. Every single nade lands on their forehead.
Oh my god.
But now for Cell and Slasher, their teamwork has been on point this game. It's going to be a 2v3 for these guys to try to collect. Playing for picks. A standout by the Vans. Slasher, yep, he gets caught. The explosion's there for the damage. Accuracy for the cleanup kill. And Celium now getting played with, maybe Sid. Overheating just a little bit. He just opened a door.
Not over yet. It's a 4 spree from Celium. If he can get a couple more kills, that might help out a lot. But right now, Seattle Surge have put themselves in a great spot to get this round. If you check the stairs, son, there's a booty on the other end of it. Now, will Celium check this or will he play for the streaks? I don't think so, son. I think Pred might have another. (13-4 for Pred.
I don't let it slip that time. 13 kills, a record-setting pace for Seattle, and look at the play call. Every single stun and nade lands right on top of the Terrors.
Look at this!
Sent in for the kill, and don't get it twisted. He is.
Bro, I mean, right now, get out of the way. Pred's coming through. We saw him do this once on Vanguard. I'm pretty sure it was against Faze as well. An outstanding performance on Desert Siege. Once the thunder from down under stops, the forecast just says it's going to rain, all sorts of bad on top of your Pred. Here we go. Tagged up heavily. Surely Faze. They press the advantage here.
He's making moves with dead silence. Oh, yeah, this is no
moving.
time wasted.
Ooh!
Celium, though, hyper aware, gets him the first blood.
That's unbelievable. Bomb will be planted, though. Abizi, he's on close orange. He's going to be able to spring straight into this one. Mac knows, though. You crack the door. You pique his interest.
He's got a trophy as well. Selling didn't hear that, and Selling hears that from a mile away.
Wait.
And Sib gets spotted. Selling, even with the perfect shoulder, Sib gets overwhelmed. An accuracy to Iceman for the 1v3. Time is on his side, just not the man advantage.
I mean, Iceman ever to live up to the moniker. Now is the time! But Celium with an outstanding round. Back and forth we go. The score will be 4-4.
And a Swiss watchmaker would be so proud of Atlanta for the teamwork and coordination. Celium perfect on the shoulders. As soon as they get the intel, everybody jumps into position. Accuracy knows that the players are coming up top to hunt him down, but it doesn't matter. They were hitting it from all angles. 4-4 tie. And if you're Surge, you need another first blood.
What a search, man. History in the making. Here we go. Just a reminder, in case you forgot, it's 14 search and destroys in a row. The record is on the line. It may never be met again. Let's find out what happens. Slasher, he's played this angle so many times, so many different ways, and this different look, Pred, will you read it? You have been seemingly unkillable so far.
The absolute standoff between these two. But Slasher is by himself, and accuracy in the wings could help Pred if he needs him. But Abizi's also doing his dance. Abizi's got the dead silence popped, and Abizi gets the first blood. Advantage Atlanta.
Wait, in Atlanta, that advantage, will they push it? And I mean, Pred and Slasher, they're still doing it at the other side of the map, man. They're still chilling. Bomb down a B. Here we go. Plant. And the post plant now from Faze. They've got all bases covered. Pred, oh, he's got ants in his pants and he's jiggling. Slasher, will he make the move? He does. What a run. Faze, massive advantage now. 4v2.
I mean, what can you do in this situation? Accuracy finds a pick. Sid getting back down, and yet there is nothing on the map available. Perfection again out of Atlanta. This is without question the most they have ever been tested on this map. But with an 8-0 record, they are one round away from just continuing the streak. And it goes back to that first blood battle. When you have shut down Abizi, when you have found success, when he gets that freedom, he has picked you apart.
And it's the first time we've seen him do it in quite a while in this search and destroys. He has been quiet. The team have not. Here we go. Snipes up from Sid. Different look once again. Will we read it? Close. No cigar. The second attempt, nigh. Will it be the third time to shine? As again, Cell. Perfect moves from him. Immediately reads the ladder.
Well, Pred might just be able to jump on this. You get the bomb down. You still have everybody alive. But Simsa popped. How good is your shot going to be, Sid? Not quite good enough. The trades are coming through.
Trades are through. Pred gets another one out of it. Oh my, ladies and gents. It's not over yet. 2v3. Surge with a man advantage.
And you got accuracy in the back as well. He is just a guarantee at the end of the round that you don't even need. Simp, no time to make this happen unless, for the first time in a long time, maybe we get to see the snipe, but Pred playing it too safe. Here we go. Round 11. Pred could break the kill record in this round. And Seattle Surge could snap the streak.
The final round here in the series, Seattle to break the streak. Pressure is on.
And for how close they were in that control to getting 3-0'd, they made it all the way to the end.
What a rivalry these two teams have with each other. Outstanding matches. This is what the Call of Duty League is all about. Here we go, round 11.
And they're taking it slow as well. Sent the most aggressive one on the map. Abizi challenge with the attack for the first blood. You gotta get this trade.
Gotta get the trade. Nathan there, 4 HP. Somebody's pop on him. Sim, get 2! He found at least 2 of it. Sim now in trouble. Pred looking to apply the pressure. It's a 2v3.
No
Sim
way.
and Slasher. Poles apart. Slasher trying to keep that bomb well out of the hands of Surge.
The bomb down and tennis court for the moment. Simp is repositioning with Slasher. Siv's got the intel.
And that's going to keep Slasher's head down for a long time. Civ will reposition eventually, but until then, oh, he's going to try the patience of the Mad Titan. Surge moving now into effect. Is this it? The second shot. Slasher reach-outs. He's holding the line. Nerves of steel. Here comes Sim. Strikes. Somehow stays alive. On the flank, it's Pred!
No!
He finds another outrageous kill, and now it's all down to Civ. Dead silence activated, 20 seconds, he has to recover the bomb. Can he do it?
This is it, dude. Simp, you want to beat the best, you got to be the best. And he just gets gunned to bed, tagged up, one shot, no time on the clock, and he's in a pinch.
Here he comes.
Good luck with this.
Here he comes!
Faze
down.
win around 11.
Nice try.
Wow.
Seattle Surge. But it simply was not enough.
All right, that's going to do it for us on this episode here as Faze take down Seattle 3-2. We'll be here to bring you Boston, Toronto next. Much love. Stay tuned.